The Bride of the Cenote, a haunted tale from Mexico. There's a thin veil that separates our world from the unknown, a veil that, in certain places, becomes hauntingly transparent. Today, I bring you a chilling tale from Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, a story of love, betrayal, and the supernatural that will make you question the mysteries lurking in the depths of this ancient land. Deep in the heart of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula lies a place of haunting beauty, the cenotes. These ancient, natural sinkholes are not just geological wonders but are steeped in stories of the past, some of which are far darker than they first appear. One such tale speaks of La Novia del Cenote, the Bride of the Cenote. It all began with a young man named Diego, a wanderer and adventurer who loved exploring the untouched corners of the world. On one of his journeys, he stumbled upon a cenote hidden deep within the jungle. Unlike the others he had seen, this one seemed untouched by time. Its waters shimmered unnaturally under the moonlight, and the air was cold despite the tropical surroundings. The locals had warned him. "Stay away from that cenote," they whispered. "It's cursed. That's where La Novia waits." But Diego, driven by his curiosity, brushed off their warnings as mere superstition. One fateful night, Diego decided to camp by the cenote. As the jungle fell silent and the moon cast its glow over the still waters, he heard a voice, soft, melodic, and beckoning. Emerging from the misty waters was a woman in a white gown, her face hidden beneath a sheer veil. She was heartbreakingly beautiful, her presence both alluring and terrifying. "Why are you here?" she asked, her voice carrying an unnatural echo. Diego, enchanted by her beauty, couldn't find the words to respond. She stepped closer, her feet never touching the ground, and reached out to him. Her touch was cold, so cold it burned. "Dance with me," she whispered, her tone now laced with something darker, something desperate. As they moved, Diego noticed a reflection in the cenote's waters, or rather, the lack of it. Beneath her veil, shadows moved unnaturally, and her once delicate features seemed to shift into something skeletal and hollow. Panic set in, and Diego broke away, running as fast as he could into the jungle. But her laughter followed him, echoing through the trees. "You can't escape me, Diego," she called. "You've seen me, and now you belong to me." The villagers say that Diego was never the same after that night. He became reclusive, haunted by dreams of the bride. Some even claimed to see him wandering toward the cenote under the full moon, as if drawn by an invisible force. And then, one night, he disappeared entirely. The locals believe La Novia del Cenote claimed him, just as she has claimed countless others who dared to approach her waters. They say she was once a bride abandoned on her wedding day, who drowned herself in the cenote out of heartbreak. Now, she waits for anyone foolish enough to come too close, luring them into her watery grave. So if you ever find yourself wandering through the jungles of Mexico, and you hear a soft, melodic voice by a cenote, turn around and leave. Because you might just find yourself face to face with the bride of the cenote. This tale is a haunting reminder that even the stillest waters can conceal the deepest secrets, and that the line between the living and the dead is often more fragile than we dare to believe. Thank you for joining me on the Hinterland Whispers. If you've encountered a ghostly tale of your own, I'd love to hear it. Send me an email, and your story might just be featured in a future video. Until next time, stay curious, stay cautious, and beware of the whispers in the dark.